Hi besties, and we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Hi besties. So there's so much stuff going on in the world right now. Like, it's crazy out here. There might be a civil war going on in America. We might be going to war with everybody else. I think we're in the Great Depression. First of all, why did the Great Depression start when I got older? I just feel like I got tricked and bamboozled, and I just don't like it. I don't like it. Because this is supposed to be the roaring 20s, but not the roaring 20s that led in the 1920s that led to the Great Depression. I just feel like the closer we get to the 2029, we're getting into that people jumping out of buildings because the stock market crashed and their Bitcoin is not worth anything anymore. Like, I don't know. I don't know, friends. This might be it. And I still don't have a passport. You know what? I don't feel like I've been doing what I'm supposed to, because at this point I feel like I should have already jumped ship and left America. And then what's up with all this? Black people didn't create. Black people don't have culture. That was a doozy. I ain't never heard that one before a day or a night in my life. Black people don't have culture? My love, America is black culture. We're not gonna talk about it. We just gonna say, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And then also, what is going on with this men versus women stuff? It's starting to get a little stupid. That's really what it's starting to get. It's starting to get a little stupid. I just feel like a lot of us don't understand the type of power that we have. And we're wasting it. We're wasting our time. We're wasting our power. We're wasting our self-respect. We're wasting our understanding of life. And I really don't like that for us. Like, I genuinely feel like as a people, we need to do better. Like, you guys don't understand how annoying this is starting to get. Like, and then everybody's like commenting, like millions of people are commenting, like, when we're gonna just stop. We're gonna just stop. There are actual black people defending their coonery. That's all I'm gonna say. There are actual black people defending their coonery. And personally, those are the type of black people Muhammad Ali was talking about when he said, if I'm being chased by 1,000 snakes and 10,000 snakes and only 1,000 of them wasn't poisonous and wasn't trying to kill me, should I leave the door open for those 1,000 to not kill me, or should I close the door? And he said he would close the door because even though you want those 1,000 snakes that are on your side to get in and try to help protect you, you might risk the rest of the 10,000 of them other snakes that are trying to kill you to get in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Some mentalities cannot be changed. Some mentalities cannot be protected. And there are people that will infiltrate the kingdom and try to, bring the kingdom down. But if you have the right ruler, baby, this will never happen. And the right ruler only comes a dime a dozen before somebody tries to take them out. And I seen this thing where it was like 85% of people are followers, 10% of people are leaders, and only 5% are observers. And the observers are the ones that are always getting assassinated and taken down. I think Erica Padu said that. My good sis. And the observers are the ones that get assassinated, taken down by the government, infiltrated by other people, told on, snitched on, and basically taken advantage of and taken hostage, because those 10% don't want the 85% to stop following and dictate and stop following their dictatorship and stop listening to what they're saying. And that really speaks value right now to what's going on in America, because we're all having this big uproar about, they're changing the laws. Oh, the military is on their side. Not everybody in the military is on their side. Not everybody in the military. It just takes one little second for us to actually get it together and move your body so we can actually be smart about the situations and decisions that we're making and actually do what we're supposed to do. It just takes 5 seconds. It just takes 3 seconds. It actually just takes one little second for people to get that epiphany moment and the little light bulb, and we could be moving forward in life. But nobody wants to take the initiative. And if they do take the initiative, it's kind of like standing up to the bully. Only one person wants to stand up to the bully, and everybody else that wanted to stand up to the bully actually are cowards, so they don't protect the person who's standing up to the bully. So now this person has to stand up to the bully, and they may win or they may lose, but at the end of the day, they are the only ones doing it. And in this case, we have bullies by the 100s, okay? Not by 100, by the 100s. We are the cowards by the thousands and the millions. We are the cowards by the thousands and the millions. A civil war would not have been in question back in the day. It would have already happened. And sometimes you have to take the Muhammad Ali approach. Sometimes you have to take the Malcolm X approach. Sometimes you cannot take the early MLK approach. Sometimes you have to take the Harriet Tubman approach. And just because these people were, deemed, cruel and inhumane beings, sometimes you have to take the Huey P. Newton approach. And sometimes you cannot sit back and just let other people do it. You have to also participate. You do. They're trying to make it to where 5 black people equate to 1 vote. 3 Latina Hispanic people equate to 1 vote compared to the whites. Do you understand how detrimental that is to society? They're trying to take away all of women's rights. They're trying to take away special education's necessities. Gas chambers next. They already have an alligator, whatever the heck, alligator something nation. I don't know what it's called, but it's a land where it's full of gators, hungry gators. Y'all don't remember in Black history how they used to feed our black babies to the alligators and set them close to the water? Babies, little crying little babies, no sense in the world what's going on, experiencing the most excruciating, one of the most excruciating ways to go in life as bait, because they wanted what, alligator meat, or they thought it was fun. At the age of 2, the minute you can start walking, you start picking cotton. What are they going to make us pick now? Because cotton is not a thing that we need to pick. What are they going to make us do? Inhumane things. They're trying to wash our history out of schools. And it's not like we need to repeat it. We don't. We genuinely don't. We need to know our history so we can know what they did to us. But why are we not protecting ourselves? We can build our own communities now. We have guns and rights, and we don't need firefighters. We have our own sources and ways to put things out. We are the most creative beings on earth. There's so many of us all over the world too. And we don't have to be in America. We don't have to be in America. We can be just like the Jewish people, except for we don't have to turn our backs on people that help us. We can be just like the Jewish people, get saved by a different country. I'm not specifically saying Africa because they don't like us like that for real either. But at the end of the day, it's somewhere out there for us if America doesn't work. I'm confused on what's really going on. And it's so many of us on social media who are saying this. Baby, I've been saying this since I was like 14 years old. 10 years, baby. 10 whole years of saying the same stuff. And I'm still seeing the same results. Nothing. It comes to a point where it's like, it is what it is, cuz. I had a dream once where me and my son, I was holding him and we were running for our lives. Me and a bunch of people. I don't know what's going on, but we were running for our lives because they were bombing us. They were actively bombing us. I'm sure there are people in the third world countries that are going through that right now as we speak. Is that when we're going to come together and get it together, when they're bombing us? When they're shooting us dead one by one as we try to protect ourselves and our children? I don't know, y'all. It's starting to get a little, I have no faith in my community. I have no faith in my people. And I'm only getting older. I would like to not be fighting a war when I'm in my 60s. I would like to not be working until I'm 75. I don't know, friends. We gotta get it together, because this right here, it ain't gonna work. Comfortability is not that important. Stability is, though. Communication is. The freedom to do so is. We still pay to live on land that is ours. Hi besties, thanks for watching another episode of Midnight Modules. As always, subscribe to my YouTube channel and add me on all social media platforms. Bye.